Hello everyone, welcome to Math World. This video is to discuss Pure Maths 1, which is the chapter of quadratics, and is regarding the completing the square method. Okay, so first of all, the notes for completing the square method is basically you need to express ax squared plus bx plus c, which is a quadratic function, in a times x plus p squared plus q. So this is the completed square form. Okay, so now the process to get this form is called completing the square method. Okay, so let's start. So basically ax squared plus bx plus c, firstly is to get or to factorize the a. Okay, to get factorize the a, then here it will be x squared plus b over ax. I will leave the plus c at the back. Then now rewrite the terms inside the bracket. It will be x squared plus b over ax. And now the next step is the coefficient for x is basically plus b over a. So we need to times half, okay, to this value, and then you square it. So it will be square of b over 2a. So when you times half, it is a plus, right? And then you minus back the same term, followed by plus c at the back. Then what to do is just factorize, or not to say factorize, just write the first and third term. So that is a bracket x plus b over 2a to the power of 2 outside the bracket. And then now for the next term, just do expansion. So this is going to be minus, bring in the square. Okay, so you bring in the square, this is going to be, okay, this formula, a over b to the power of m. This is going to be a to the power of m over b to the power of m. Okay, this is the formula. So which means now here I will be getting b squared over, bring in the power to 2a, that is going to be 4a squared, close bracket, plus c. And next step is just multiply this a to these two terms. Therefore, I will be getting a bracket x plus b over 2a squared minus b squared over 4a plus c. Okay, so when you compare, that means my plus p here same as plus b over 2a. And then my plus q is basically consists of these two terms. Okay, so then from here we have done the completed square form. So now from this completed square form, I can get vertex. Vertex means the maximum or minimum point, right? So what to do is just, let's say I express this in a bracket x plus p squared plus q. So when you are getting this completed square form, my vertex coordinates will be minus p and q. How to get the minus p is basically just let this x plus p be 0. So your x is minus p. So it depends. If your a is positive, then this is going to be minimum point, right? If your a is negative, then this is maximum point, all right? This is maximum when the a is less than 0, and it is a minimum point when the a is more than 0. Okay, so that's all for the completing the square method. Now let's solve the questions. So the first one is express 3x squared plus 12x plus 5 in the form, and where a, p, and q are constants whose values are to be found. B, hence means use the previous answer. Write down the coordinates of the vertex and determine its nature. Okay, nature means maximum or minimum point. C, sketch a graph for x is real number, it's the same function. D, write down as appropriate, okay, the least or greatest value of the same function but 1 over the function. So firstly, complete the square form. Okay, so we need to perform completing the square method. So what to do is make sure the coefficient for x squared is 1. So you have to factorize a 3. Therefore, this is going to be x squared plus 4x then plus 5. Okay, according to the formula just now, the steps just now, you need to rewrite. And then after that, plus square of a term minus square of the same term, then plus 5. Okay, the term inside the bracket will be half of the coefficient for x. Therefore, this is going to be plus 4 over 2. Okay, so I will just do step by step. Then, combine the first and third term. Okay, and write your square outside the bracket. So x, now plus 4 over 2 is basically plus 2. Then squared minus, this is going to be 2 squared plus 5. And now bring in the 3. So 3 bracket x plus 2 square. So 2 square is 4. 4 times 3, 12. And it is a minus. So at last, minus 12 plus 5. That is going to be plus or negative 7. So this is our completed square form, which means your A is 3. Okay, your P is going to be, you see here, plus P. When here is plus P, that means here plus 2. So P is 2. Then the Q, so when you compare, this is plus Q. And I'm getting minus 7. So obviously the Q is minus 7. So done for the A. Now B, hence. Hence means use the previous answer. Write down the coordinates of the vertex and determine its nature. So now from here, I will write the vertex equals to, okay, look at here. Let this be 0. So your x is minus 2. Therefore, my x coordinate is minus 2 and my y coordinate just copy from the last part, which is minus 7. Alright, so since your A here, see, positive 3, so your A is positive 3, which is greater than 0. So the nature is minimum point. Okay, so done for the parts B. So nature is actually asking for minimum or maximum. So C, sketch a graph. Okay, now for the part C, my y equals to 3x squared plus 12x plus 5. Okay, this is same as 3 bracket x plus 2 square minus 7. Okay, so when you need to sketch a graph, right? So from here I know minimum point with coordinates minus 2, minus 7. So I need to find out where my x equals to 0. My y is going to be 0 plus 0 plus 5. So I'm getting a point 0, 5. Okay, so and then since you are getting a minimum point, that means the graph will be smiley face. So now I will just sketch. Okay, by looking at the coordinates here, my x will be minus 2. So here, let's say here minus 2. Then my y, I need to include 5 and minus 7. So 2, 4, 6. Okay, so minus 2 minus 7 is the minimum point. Right, and it passes through 0, 5. Let's say 0, 5 is over here. So which means now my graph is going to be Okay, this will be my graph. This is -8. Okay, it's a smooth quadratic curve. Alright, so you just try to sketch a smooth quadratic curve. Okay, so just try. Right, so let's say this is -7. Okay, done. Right, so this is our graph. Okay, so done for the graph. Now D writes down as appropriate the least or greatest value of the reciprocal function. So 1 over 3x squared plus 12x plus 5. Since we have found the completed square form, I will just write 3 times x plus 2 squared minus 7. Okay, so initially the quadratic function has a minimum point. So we know that 1 divided by minimum is going to be maximum. Okay, so when maximum, the question asking for value. See, value. Value is actually the y coordinate. Alright, I need to know what is the value, means the y coordinates, or the y coordinates or the y value of the graph. So from here I will just write the greatest. Okay, because initially the function has a minimum graph, minimum point. So now 1 over minimum becomes maximum. Maximum is same as greatest. So the greatest value of 1 over 3 times x plus 2 squared minus 7. So now the y value is basically -7. Okay, when you refer to the coordinate of the vertex, the y coordinates is -7, as we have solved here. Alright, so now for the whole function it becomes 1 over -7, or you just write -1 over 7. So this is how we solve this question. Okay, so now question number 2. The function fx is defined for all real values of x. That means any x values where the k is a constant. Given that fx is less equal to 15, find the set of possible values of k. Okay, so from here, since you are given the y value, that means this is the fx less equal to 15. That means this is the maximum value of fx, which is the greatest value. So when greatest value is given, we can find the unknown using completed square form. Okay, so now your fx equals to -2x squared plus 8x plus k. So from here again, just complete the square, means factorize -2. Then you'll be getting x squared minus 4x, and leave the k outside. So then -2 bracket, rewrite first two terms, and always plus bracket square minus bracket squared, followed by plus k. So the term inside the bracket is half of the coefficient of x. That means that is minus 4 over 2. So here minus 4 over 2. That means now here I will be getting minus 2 bracket. Okay, you rewrite your first and last term. Oh, sorry, first and third term. So it will be x. Now minus 4 over 2 is basically minus 2. Then you square it and minus 2 squared. After that plus k. And now from here I will be getting minus 2 bracket x minus 2 square minus 4 plus k. And now do expansion. This is going to be minus 2 bracket x minus 2 square plus 8 plus k. Okay, so now this plus 8 plus k will be our value. Remember, that is the y coordinates of the vertex, which is our value. So from here I will write fx less equals to 15. That means 8 plus k is less equals to 15. Hence your k is basically less equals to 15 minus 8. That will be our solution of the set of sets of k values. Okay, so this is one of the applications of completing the square method. Alright, so that's all for this video. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe to the channel and share this video with your friends if you enjoy watching my videos, and also stay tuned for more upcoming videos. Thank you everyone. Bye.